Davis Night Show. Yeah. Hi, Davis here. Welcome to the Davis Night Show podcast, episode 51. Not to mention this is a bonus episode. Alright, so if you do not know, last week on Tuesday, September 12th, Apple released 3 new products, which comes along with many new features. This episode will be a little different today, as I will discuss all the new features of the new products, and I am also going to share some super interesting facts about Apple as a company. 5 interesting facts you did not know about Apple. Fact 1. Apple has more cash than the U.S. government. It is no secret that Apple is one of the world's largest tech corporations in the world. What might blow your mind, though, is that it has more cash on hand than the world's most powerful government. In fact, as Forbes reported, there were times when Apple had twice as much cash as the U.S. government. Number 2, Apple's first computer sold for $666.66. The Apple I was released in 1976 for a diabolical price of $666.66. Apple's co-founder, Steve Wozniak, had repeatedly asserted that the price is anything but evil, and that he simply liked repeating digits. If I were Steve Wozniak, I would put a gargoyle on there to scare away the evil spirits. Number 3, Apple's first logo featured Isaac Newton. Apple's logo is one of the most recognizable in the world. However, it didn't start out this way. The original Apple logo was designed by Apple co-founder Ronald Wayne and featured Sir Isaac Newton sitting under an apple tree with a quote by the English poet William Wordsworth. Newton, a mind forever voyaging through strange seas of thought alone. And now, we are all voyaging the strange world of this place called the Internet. 4. Apple launched the clothing line in 1986. When people think of Apple's greatest hits, the iPhone and iPad come to mind. But who knew that there was a clothing interest? I didn't. Who knows what happened to that? All I know is that they still do that at the Apple headquarters visitor center. Number 5. Devices are almost always set to 941 in Apple advertisements. This means that if you check on an Apple ad, the time is always set to 941. By the way, that's kind of funny because that was 3 minutes ago, as it's 9:44 in Eastern time right now. Now for the new products. The first thing I would like to talk about is the new Apple Watch Series 9. Okay, so I know some Apple fans would be like, oh, well, that is nothing new. They do that every September. Well, they did add some major features to the Apple Watch, such as Double Tap. Double Tap is when you control your Apple Watch using your fingers. They also added a feature called Roadside Assistance via satellite, which basically means if you are in the middle of nowhere and have no service, you can still call services. Right now, it only works for AAA, but they are working on adding more services all the time. Now let's jump to iPhone. iPhone 15 is now out, which now supports iOS 17. Even better. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. iPhone 15 now uses USB-C. with a dynamic island and an impressive camera upgrade, while iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max features a strong and lightweight titanium design. And A17, for next level performance. Also remember, your old iPhones can be traded in for money to be used on any new Apple purchase. So if you need help or are wondering how much your device may be worth, please contact me. I am happy to help, and also erase all your data before you turn into your device to Apple. Privacy is always important. Now go and have a great day and make sure to smile. Bye, everyone.